It's the Eagle Community Television Forum with your host, Gary Shorman.
Hi everyone, I'm Gary Shorman, and this is the Forum on Eagle Television. You know what, Nancy, I think this might be my favorite show of the year.
Oh,
I don't know, but you know, you are into so many good things in our community, and worked with you for years. It seems like years. Was it years?
We have.
Almost
oh
a decade
gosh,
or so?
Yeah.
Wow. Doing things
good
like
times.
the telethon and duck things and stuff like that.
Dressing you up as a Christmas elf and as the Grinch.
I know. You even provided me with fun socks just like that. I don't know if that'll work. Can you see those? Yeah, I got socks like that. So, fun background of things you do in the community. And one of those, and you started this about a year ago, was starting and founding a group called Wonder Women.
That's right.
And you go back there, now you're co-chair of that with others in the community. Rhonda Meyerhoff is one, but there's a good group of about 30?
30 members we have. We have a board of about 10 to 12 women.
Well, tell me about Wonder Women in general. Where did that idea come from, and how did you get started on that?
Last year, I was the chair of the United Way campaign, and I wanted to do something different. So in visiting with Sherry Dryden, who's the executive director of the United Way, I asked her if we had some leeway of something interesting we could do. And being fairly newly retired, I felt like there were other women like me in the community that had the time, the talent, and also the resources to do more for their community. And I felt like a lot of them were like me. I'm only one, what can I do? So I wanted to get a group of women together, form an organization, and we called it the Wonder Women League because we can do anything. And we held an event. Our first event was just about a year ago this month.
What was your first event? When you get a group together and call them Wonder Women, and what do you do for your first event? Leap a tall building or something like that?
No, we give away handbags.
Handbags and do that. Got to keep it started. Start small, work up.
We got to go to the heart, where a woman lives.
So you get together, and your first meeting was what?
It was called The Power of the Purse. And what we did, this is a great community. We went to businesses in the community and asked them to donate high-end handbags. We ordered a few, some were donated, and we had an elegant luncheon with tablecloths and fresh flowers, beautifully decorated at the country club, and we sent out invitations, and we had a really good showing. Almost 80 women came, and they bought chances to be in the drawing for an elegant handbag.
Cool purses,
yeah, and we auctioned them off, and we asked them to become a part of our organization. We had a really good response, and that's where it all started.
Well, you know, you mentioned a couple of things. One, resource is always important, but right up there with that is time. And, you know, you went through the change, the transition, being retired to have a little more time and kind of jump right back into doing a lot of things. I know that you're out in the community doing. But so as you go through the year, I know you've done some fun things recently, but tell us, what do you, is it more go do things, or is it get together and talk about things going on in the community?
It's a lot of doing, a lot of feedback. We don't require a lot of time. It's whatever you're available to give, we'll gladly accept. I do want to say that we're under the umbrella of the United Way, and we're very proud of that because that's a premier organization here in town that does a lot of good. So we work under the umbrella of the United Way, and we always ask if people are going to give to Wonder Woman, please give to United Way first. And then we also give 50% of our fundraiser proceeds back, contribute it to the United Way.
So when you talk about being under the umbrella, for those that that know how United Way works, are you funded by the United Way, or
no,
do you just give to the United Way and work?
We just give to the United Way through our fundraisers, and we don't have an executive director. There's myself and my co-chair, Rhonda Meyerhoff, who I asked to join me right after our first event, The Power of the Purse, because I felt like there were some wonderful things that she can contribute. She's so dynamic and exciting and personable.
Full of ideas.
Yes, she is amazing. And so she became my co-chair, and then we formed a small board of directors to help determine what kind of events we wanted to do. We hold general membership meetings every other month to present our ideas and get feedback from them of what we want to pursue next. One of our first projects out what's called the Born Learning Trail, and it's at Sunrise Park, and I invite everyone with preschoolers or toddlers to go out and explore that. It's hand-painted designs and shapes and numbers along a sidewalk with signs that are interactive, that if you're a babysitter or a parent with a small child or a big brother or sister, that you could go have some fun on that trail. And we were so fortunate because Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball partnered with us on it, and they brought their crew out 2 Saturdays in a row to paint those designs on the sidewalk and to secure the posts, and they also agreed to maintain it for years to come. So we want to thank Adams, Brown, Barron, and Ball for that.
I heard about that from some of the folks there. They were out there for a day. It really was a work project day for them, but that was organized under the Wonder Woman group of putting that idea together.
Yes, and so what we want to do is to make an impact in the community, and you may know that the United Way, they have community impact initiatives that they'd like to see happen that will make our community a better place to live. So we want to take on some of those projects and to make a difference, a small group of women making a difference. We recently held a self-defense course for women.
I heard about that. Where did that come in? Yeah, not only Wonder Woman, but you got to be, don't mess with these people, all right? But
that's right.
Why did that come up as an idea?
Well, because we felt like it would be a service to women, and you know, it's also something that the university students could take part in, and it's for women. You know, you never know when you're going to find yourself in a situation that you wish you had that background to protect yourself.
Or at least an idea of something to try.
That's right, or at least the moves, if nothing else.
We'll demonstrate those in the second half of our program here. So you had that, so obviously those are some of the things the group is thinking about. Someone out there may be saying, you know, are there age requirements, or does it just take some time being a female and wanting to serve? What are the requirements to be a part of this group?
This is so terrible, but it's for women, and all we ask is that you want to make a difference. We do have different levels of memberships, but it's very inexpensive. Someone can join for next to nothing. And what that does is help us provide what we need to do the projects that we want to do.
Great, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and find out how you can be involved in the Wonder Women group and what they're doing. We'll be back after this from HaysMed.
HaysMed is your first and best choice for healthcare. They're the only facility providing tertiary level services in this region. With more than 70 physicians and 26 specialties ranging from heart, orthopedic, spine care, cancer, obstetrics and gynecology, wound care, rehabilitation and surgery, including the Da Vinci robotic surgery, HaysMed is your comprehensive health provider for people throughout Western Kansas. HaysMed, helping people be healthy.
Eagle Communications is your ultimate business partner. We provide business class phone with customizable features and fast, reliable internet. Your knowledgeable team at Technology Solutions has a broad base of IT services to meet your needs. Let the experts at Marketing Solutions get your message to the right people on the best platforms. The only piece missing is your business. Call Eagle Communications today at 877-61-EAGLE.
Welcome back to the second half of our forum with Nancy Jeter of the Wonder Women Group. Our program is brought to you by HaysMed, and we always like to ask, who would you like to see on this show? Who would you like to have a part of our forum program? You can look me up online, gary.shorman@eaglecom.net. Send me an email. You can also check us out on Facebook under ECTV Forum, ECTV Forum. Again, our guest, Nancy Jeter. And Nancy, longtime executive director of Big Brothers Big Sisters. You and I partnered on several projects. Not only the telethon, but the duck derby. I missed you going down the slide this last year, though. I saw you in the crowd, and I was expecting you to come up and go down with Sheriff Harbin was there. You know, we had a good group going down.
That's always a fun time, but gosh.
Jenny's there, Mike's there, but you weren't there. It wasn't the same.
Yeah, well,
You know,
maybe next year.
Maybe next year. You're working on a group right now called Wonder Women, and it's a group of 30 ladies right now who are involved in making a difference. That's what you asked.
Yes.
So when you're doing that, how do you get involved? Where do they find out about where you meet? Is there an online reference point for that? Do they just look you up when they see you?
They could go online to the United Way's website and get information. They're welcome to call the United Way office at 628-8281. They can even call me at 628-8283 and get information about it. And we're wanting to grow. My objective is that we're at 35 members now, that we can just get 15 more and be at a membership of 50 come Christmas time. And I think that there's so many things that we want to do. And the women that joined this year, they're part of they're a charter member of Wonder Women. And I think that we value their contribution, their input. We have a lot of neat projects coming up that we're going to do. One I can't talk about yet.
You can't talk about it yet?
I can, but
on a show like this, you can't talk about it.
I don't have permission yet.
Can you tell me later?
Yes.
Okay, it will be good. What else? What can you tell us on a show like this? And are there some things you can tell us of some projects coming up?
We're still in the formula. We want to do one fundraiser a year.
I'm still disappointed you're not telling me this one. Okay, good.
I don't want it to fall through.
You'll be in trouble.
And
okay.
then a project that we directly involve and help women and children in the community. And if anyone has any suggestions, contact us, because we go through those at our regular membership meetings and get input on what they think is important. And I think that although we're new, I want to tell you something. Sherry Dryden went to a meeting back east, and there was a women's group. It wasn't Wonder Women League, but it was a women's group that's very similar to ours. And after 2 years, they had only brought their membership to 30 and were just getting ready to do their first project. So I'm really proud of the group and the women that are involved, because they're really go-getters. And they're so great at volunteering and helping out and providing things that we need for our group.
Well, that's what's exciting about this. So if you're watching at home, if you have a chance to be involved, it doesn't take a lot of time. The meetings, do they involve lunch, or is it every other month? That's something most people can participate.
We meet at 4:30 on the even-numbered months. Okay. So we will meet again in October, second Thursday of the month at 4:30 in the afternoon. So if women can get off work just a little bit early, then it doesn't go into their dinner time, their time with their family in the evening.
And so then between 4:30 and 6, you kind of get things wrapped up and do that. I hope if you're out there watching, you get a chance to either attend that meeting. That's the second Thursday in October coming up. Or call Nancy, get a hold of her. And again, your number?
628-8283 or the United Way, 628-8281.
And you can go online, United Way, and find that number as well to hook in with Sherry Dryden and that whole group over at United Way. So, Nancy, congratulations again, continuing to do great things in our communities and grow them. And have people who participate, and that's even better to have the energy of 35 people working with you.
That's right.
That group thing to really make it fun to be a part of our community.
That's right. Come join us.
Nancy, thanks for being here, and thanks for watching the Forum here on Eagle Television. The Forum is brought to you by Hayes Med and by Eagle Communication, our community connected.